So what does Majenta do in the nuclear and power sector? Well, it started around about 2 years ago, I'd say, with our involvement on the Sellafield project, specifically the PPP framework and the SRP works package in particular. So we worked on that project directly employed by Balfour Beatty Kilpatrick and Morgan Sindall, where we were full-time 4D planners for that particular works package. Over the last year or so, that has completely spread to opportunities and projects such as Hinkley Point C, AWE, Devonport Dockyard, and so on. And then another sector which has sort of opened the door because of our involvement within nuclear has been power, most specifically on the ASTI framework, where we are heavily involved, not just with contractors, but also as well talking directly with clients as well. So our support with contractors within the nuclear and power space, I suppose it's split up into a couple of different key areas. The first one being information management, asset data collection, and ensuring that data is in the right place at the right time. Essentially building up a digital asset for the client upon handover. Off the back of working with our tier 1 contractors, it's also opened up the door to specialist contractors, and then also further than that, the third tier of supply chain as well, where they might have either capacity or capability challenges for modelling or COBE and asset data. 3D visualisation and 4D planning services really play a key role with nuclear and power projects. At the front end, sometimes securing works packages is really easily done if you're able to use a visualization to tell the narrative which you're trying to portray. When you've got so many different project teams and different specialisms working on a project like nuclear, of which there are many, 4D has a massive part to play, because sometimes they won't fully understand how other works packages will be installed, or how it might create conflicts with what you're trying to do on site. So having that 4D model as a visualization to help explain that, almost like a bit of a digital and visual instruction manual, sometimes will be really, really valuable. MEP modelling coordination within nuclear and power has been exceptionally important. I think just with the sheer complexities and the amount of MEP involved in these types of projects, I think there's probably a real skills shortage out there at the moment, it's fair to say. And we're always keen to fill a gap if there is one in the market. The fact that Majenta can deploy a team of MEP engineers to support MEP contractors is a massive value add. Quite a lot of our contractors don't realise that we actually have a full portfolio of Scan-to-BIM services. So whether that's drone surveys, whether that's underground surveys, or as-built verification. We've got a very large team who are able to deploy across UK, Ireland, and we've actually done projects over in Europe as well, which is super exciting. These are now being used quite a lot on our nuclear and power projects, as well as other sectors, but vitally important for project success. So if anything we have discussed today is of interest, whether that's 4D, scanning, or information management, or if you just want to understand a little bit more about what we get up to in the nuclear and power sector, feel free to get in touch. We'd love to have an exploration call or just an initial chat.